Hello, everyone, and welcome to Into the Wastelands, the Eternal Army. I don't know why I questioned it, but that's all right. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Niall. I use he, him, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for today. We're thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. For those of you who are new to Dungeons & Dragons, everyone here plays a fantasy character in a fantasy universe, and these 5 wonderful players each have their own unique character with a sheet that tells them who they are, what they can do, and their deepest, darkest secrets, personality traits, bonds, flaws, that kind of thing. And what dice to roll, mainly. They'll mostly be rolling this D20. Oh my gosh, not got any of my dice out yet. Be like this guy, kids, always prepared. Thank you, Liz. They'll be mostly rolling these 20s. 20s are good, 1s are bad. Basing high is party time, low is not so good. And whilst they play their characters, everything else in this said fantasy universe is played by moi. People, monsters, yuan-ti mainly at the moment. But you name it, I'm probably it. Between me describing the world and them telling the story and describing what they want to do with it, we're gonna have a wacky adventure. So, going along, I'm gonna take a moment and take a little break and allow you guys to do all the speakings. Could you give us who you are, names, pronouns if you wish, character names, character pronouns if you wish, and then, because we're quite deep into it, actually, aren't we? How do you think this is going to end? That's my question. Not that I've not written it, but we were just speaking earlier, and the question of like, why are we doing this came up again, and it's like, you know what? I'm interested to see where you guys think this will end, because why are you doing any of this? What's the meaning of life? What's the point? And Em, would you kick us off?
Do I have to go first? That horrible question. I'm Emma.
No, yeah, just like, where do you think this is going?
As specific as possible for the vague question, Em.
I'm playing Reek. He uses any pronouns. Reek is an Aarakocra paladin. What's a paladin? I think Reek is going to die.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
It's not that I've been aiming. No, you've got no previous evidence to back this up.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Evie.
Hi, I'm Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Malice, who uses he, him pronouns and is a drow psi fighter. And honestly, we're all going to die. I think this, like TPK. I think I'm going to go TPK.
Okay. I like how much faith you have in me as like a team so far.
Is it faith in you or lack of faith in us?
Oh,
I don't know which one it is.
It's Niall.
Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I use they, them, and I'm playing Elder Green, who uses they, he pronouns. We're all going to die down here. I don't know what's going to happen, because Niall's brain is this wonderful creature of its own accord. I think Elder Green's quite positive. I think Elder Green just assumes the best in everything, so just wants to have a great time, and we'll just assume that that's going to happen. I doubt it will. We're all going to die down here. That's where I'm at.
Excellent. Okay. Got complimentary, and then we circled back to the death. Okay. G.
Hi, I'm G. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Vega, who also uses he, him pronouns. And I don't think we're all going to die. Maybe some people, but after everybody else now, I'm not really willing to like bet on nobody dying, but I think it'll be fine.
Maybe you guys.
Like, we'll make some people like have a happy compromise with whatever this city situation is.
Just half the team dying. It's a happy compromise.
Yeah.
15 points of damage. It'll be 15 points of damage, 100%.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Over and over. And finally, Mikey.
Hi, I'm Mike. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Jamie Link. He uses she, her. And I think we're going to be fine. This quest and stuff, it's like a tween coming of age for Jamie. But later on, when the patron catches up with her, then she'll die. So either way, there will be death.
Oh Lord! What have I done to you? Have I broken you?
It's so wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we kick off this stream, we'll run for 3 hours or until player death. There'll be roughly 5 to 10 minute break somewhere in the middle, and there's a word from our sponsor.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. Hero Forge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including Hex Chest dice boxes, Spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and Scroll and Codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
We are also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep. Take your team of warriors on a quest spanning the Forgotten Realms, all on your mobile. Power up your teams with items, work with your guild to defeat hordes of enemies, and test your mettle in the arena. And to make all of that work, you need gems. As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop !WOW gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at, or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital dirt and dirt. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying. You're a DM. You've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets and ! characters in Twitch chat below. We are Roll Together RPG on all socials. There will be a link in chat, so do like, follow, subscribe. A massive thank to you, our D20 Club. On Patreon, you can find a link in chat. Help us make our shows from just £1, $1, and those things, the minimum tier, and then unlock more tiers by joining us. Our D20 Club are awesome, and they have set up a fan wiki for us. Wiki in the chat, as well as our new fan Discord.
We're all gonna die.
I can't do the wiki Discord in chat, but the Discord's in chat now, probably. Our shows are available as podcasts, so just search Roll Together RPG in your favorite podcasting app. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters and wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion champion trans and GNC players and DMs and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and we have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we do miss an instance of misgendering, we are open to being corrected. So please do let us know if you think one has been missed. Check out our !safety boop, 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 in chat for content warnings and some of the safety tools that we use in the TTRPG safety toolkit. But for now, let's begin your imminent demise. I mean, what? Roll credits. Roll the music. Last session, we found ourselves in this weird jungle after appearing from a whirlpool vortex thing that took you from the city of Akanhasa to this weird demiplane. Did you figure out you figured out it was a demiplane because you were looking at the sun and being like, that shit ain't moved.
Reek has no idea. Does not
Reek
know.
has no idea.
Doesn't understand.
What is this demiplane you speak of? But you notice some strange goings on about this jungle that you inhabit. That there are no wildlife. That was strange. And yes, suspicious. Then you also were teamed up with people not from your party, from the anti-party, as it was put so wonderfully earlier. Theros, Ika Cheeks, totally normal Jothneth, and Zoxa. You were split off into those groups and eventually found one another, and then split off again, them leaving you as you wanted to rescue a little village that was under duress. It seemed that there was some yuan-ti trying to take villagers for some reason to somewhere. You managed to fight and kill most of them. Some reinforcement came and saw what you were doing to their allies and proceeded to run away, but not before taking some villagers with them. You managed to capture one, and then you met a character who was speaking common, as a lot of the other villagers were only speaking Draconic, I believe I did tell you, which only Malice could speak. Maybe it's something to do with the axe. Ooh. Ooh. But you managed to meet... that way, it doesn't make any sense.
Probably.
Yeah, 100%. Malice is actually like a sleeper agent for the yuan-ti. But you managed to meet someone from the above world that knew of this place, knew of a world before this place, called Flicker of the Candle, a tabaxi with some bling around their neck. They offered to tell you as much as they could over a meal within a little hut. So we find ourselves within this little hut, all our players sat. Would you like to describe how you would cram into this hut, in like what various ways you would sort of take seat and refuge within this hut with a big hole in it, because I believe a yuan-ti fell through it?
I think Vega would be a bit kind of bashfully going around, like stepping over the destroyed roof that he destroyed.
It was you, wasn't it? Yeah, with the ring of the ram.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find a little corner, put their feet underneath them, settle down and like fluff their feathers. I also have 2 magical braces that I'm holding that are probably covered in yuan-ti blood as well, because Malice chopped the arms off
Yeah. They probably slipped out now.
Oh, no, I shook the arms out. I don't have the arms. Just the braces.
It's like the idea of shaking the arms, like, get out of here, arms. I don't need this. Sweet. Did I tell you what they are?
Nope.
Excellent. Cool. Just, I'm not going to. You'll have to try them on.
Rick has no idea.
Sweet. Evie.
I would like to kind of look around, just kind of wipe off the axe a little bit, because I'm covered in blood at the moment, I think, and reach into my pocket and take something out at random from my coat and many useful things, just in case it will help with this situation.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look this up now.
I've actually got the list here, so it's just 100.
You're a DM's favorite kind of player.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do something random, but I've also come prepared. So, what did you pull from thou pockets?
It's 72, which is... Oh, okay. I've pulled out a rowboat.
Oh, God.
And I use it to try and plug up the hole.
Beautiful.
Okay. Could you...
Bigger will help, I think.
All right, excellent. Yes, a robot.
I'm imagining like climbing on furniture to try and secure it to the roof and the ceiling in some way.
Okay, so I think understandably, I think this has to be a strength check. Yeah. So I think it's a strength check, just because that I can't argue that this is a dexterous. Like, there's some dexterity to this movement, but you have to be bloody strong to be carrying it. Rowboat.
Luckily, I rolled 23 on the strength check.
Oh my god! Right. So, an advantage, right?
No.
God, might as well. Just do me a favor. Get a natural 20.
That is 26 this time.
So, Malice, you're looking up at the hole, probably stood in direct sunlight, like, ugh. Maybe I'll get something to help with this. And how does it work? Go on, why don't you describe how it kind of appears?
It's kind of like a Mary Poppins bag. I just kind of go into an inside pocket and just like like a magician, just kind of hefting it, and it's probably quite odd. They just kind of it expands like it's kind of unfolding, and it's kind of like a zhush, and it kind of goes into the solid form.
From outside, there's a child. They've had quite a bit of a rough day so far. It's been quite scary for them, and they're sat by themselves, and they're sort of like wondering what to do with this information of the world that they live in, and just like as children do, just kind of like contemplate things. And then they look at this house from a neighbor, and from this hole that these strong, powerful heroes came and saved and created, the tip of a boat starts to appear and grows further and further into the air until they can hear a 1, 2, 3, and the whole boat jumps out and then lands, covering the roof. The whole roof so slightly shuffles, and they are indeed more curious than they were before. From inside, the light that was once bathing through the ceiling has been patchworked. Sweet. Elder Green.
Well, before the boat incident, Elder Green was using mending to very carefully one by one put the thatch back on the roof and like mend it back and then prestidigitate all around them. But then the boats didn't happen, and I think there'll still be a couple of bits of straw and stuff on the ground, so I'll just be mending them to the boat if I can, just to make it more decorative.
There's 100% still holes.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I'll just make sure it's
big hole, and now there's a boat across it. Like there's now, if anything, 2 semicircles of light bathing through.
So
which you are slowly patching up.
Is the boat upside down? So there's like more room now.
Oh, is
or
it?
Is it sort of? Okay. Is it the right way around in the roof, or is it upside down? So
I think it's like domed.
Is there a bit more headroom?
Yeah.
That's kind of where. Nice. Okay. Cool.
Nice. See, I figured you were going to go for the other way. Just then I can sit on my roof
and pretend to row.
Row, row, row your house gently down the stream. Sweet. So you continue to patch up the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey?
Well, Jamie's got her umbrella out, and she goes and walks in and goes to take down the umbrella, and then just sees all this like dust and dirt dropping as the boat is getting positioned, and she just puts her umbrella back up inside and just stands underneath it, and you can just hear like pattering of dust and dirt and straw going on the top of her umbrella, and she's just sort of not particularly helping, but just staying out the way.
Excellent. So Flicker and it was it Utali? Utali was the gnome that was housing you, I believe. And Utali are having this conversation in Draconic, which you can hear Malice sort of goes around the lines of like oh, put a lid on the soup. You don't want to get any dust in there. Oh, we've got a nice little bit of headroom now, though. And then, if you want to, do you want to tune into more of that conversation, or is that enough for you?
That's enough for me. Like they're not worth the eavesdropping.
Sweet. Once you've settled down and found your like place in the room, Utali will be passing out like little bowls of soup that have been made. When you look around, what's everybody's passive perception, actually?
12.
13.
9.
18.
11.
What was yours, Elder Green?
18.
So, Elder, I think to character as well, you probably do take interest in people, what their sort of like living situations going on. Try to like, I don't know, you've got a natural curiosity about you. You notice that there is like a lot of like well lived in areas of this house that it seems like it's usually full, but it's empty right now. And what the big thing that's missing is food. And what she's handing out to you is the last of her foods.
No, don't hand that out to us if that's the last that you've got. We've got plenty. I mean, I've got my pellets. Malice has got his mother's milk or something. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Forgot about that. You know, I lived it.
Terrifying. It's not my mother's milk. It is some stew that is called mother's milk, and the point is that I don't have it, and I'm not happy about it.
Flicker is like, well, in some respects, like, I suppose that wouldn't have been a problem, but I guess now it might be. I don't know really. Well, look, if you don't want to eat, you don't have to eat, but I'm gonna eat. And I starts eating the soup.
Please do. Are you struggling with, food? I can appreciate that you've had quite a few people gone missing. And
are you talking to the gnome?
I'm talking to the person who offered us food.
Yeah, that's Utali, who's the gnome.
Yep.
Utali doesn't really understand what you're saying and kind of looks to Flicker.
Oh, okay.
And Flicker's like, says something, basically translates what's going on. Malice understands this conversation perfectly, and Italy's sort of like, Malice, you get this, and Flicker's like looking at Italy as she talks, but she says the exact same thing. I don't really know what's going to happen next. So the food's here, you might as well eat. Flicker turns to you and says, so we're a little bit like not sure what's the situation anymore, as you guys have really made a bit of a kerfuffle. Continues to eat, but Italy's fine with you eating. Look, let me. I've been here for a few months now. I was exploring a desert. I came to this oasis, and I was like, "Ooh, this is pretty nice." I had a bit of a swim. See, I'm from a convent. We were all. I got lots of brothers and sisters. I was lots of siblings, and I was like, right, I want to go east, because we all split up. We're all off on our own little adventures. It's been really fun. Anyway, but I was like, it was really hot in the desert, gonna have a swim, and before I knew it, I was getting sucked down into this whirlpool, and I found myself in this jungle. And when I first arrived, actually, there's a lot more wildlife. Like, have you noticed that there's no wildlife recently?
Yes, we noticed that on our way here.
I didn't notice that, but that's good to know. No wildlife.
Yeah, it's very weird. Basically, the person who runs this, Ilshalu, the Undying is what they call him. He's like got control of this entire place. This is like his domain, and he allows people to live here. I think that maybe like he steals people as well. Like, apparently there's legends of lots of different people coming from the water and being brought in as new people. The languages have all fallen away, as Draconic is the main language here, probably because the ruling class here is yuan-ti, and they kind of force it out of everyone. But also, I think it's a bit of like an anomaly. To be honest, they said they were kind of all talking to me like I'm a legend or something. I'm no. Just continues to eat food. But you guys are something else. You guys all appeared together. Whereas apparently it's only like been one person who's appeared. So it's pretty weird. But there's this main capital where Ilshalu lives. I've been doing, I'm a bit of a sneaky tabaxi, I'll be honest. And they look at you a bit confidently and like shake their ears a little bit. And well, I have my suspicions that I don't think this place always used to be yuan-ti.
What do you think it used to be?
Oh, I don't know. I found something really weird that wasn't like decorated like the rest of it. Obviously, when they put their soup bowl down, as they have finished it, they have just been pouring away at it. Obviously, like the main city itself is pretty yuan-ti centric, and it's got all their decadence like the Empire, I imagine. Azuss is what it's called, or if you want to pronounce it correctly, it's Azuss. A lot of tongue. But yeah, that's just up to you. I love language anyway. But that is like a place of decadence, and nothing like this. And they point to around them. This is like one of the outskirt villages. There's quite a few of these settlements around. I've found 2 or 3, but this is my favourite. And he sort of smiles, and Utali's like back at the stove making food and just gives him a thumbs up. And they give a thumb back. But I don't know. I suppose the only way to really explain it is to show you it. I guess if you want. I mean, what are you guys doing here?
Well, that's something of a long story, but I think we would definitely like to see the odd thing that you talked about.
That's fair.
I do wonder though also why were the villages being taken away?
Oh yeah. So one thing that does happen is every month the wildlife starts to disappear and the soil won't grow vegetables and things, and the yuan-ti will come and they will take a few villagers to the capital and they won't be seen again. But the next day, wildlife will appear again and the food in the soil will grow, and that is the price these villagers have to pay to survive within the lands of Il Shalou.
I don't think it's something that the villagers want to pay, surely. They seem quite, the yuan-ti come here, snatch them, bugger off with them. It's not really the villagers' choice, is it?
Surely if this is what they wanted, they would have some sort of organised system by which they would know who would next be taken. Like maybe like the oldest members, for example.
Or some sort of lottery.
To organise it. A lottery.
Why don't they all just leave?
I feel like there's like a good sign. Like they were like listening to the Elder Green and Malice, like yeah, and then Drake had been like, well, that's because they can't. I mean, do you know how to get out of here?
I'm sure if someone else spent enough time thinking about it, they'd be able to find a way. Vega? Jamie? Help?
I don't... Oh, no, we don't know how we're getting out of here yet.
I'm not staying here, though. I'm not being sacrificed that other people can eat food. I mean, I'd be fine with being sacrificed so other people could eat food, but like, I would prefer if we all just...
Yeah. Leaving is the ideal outcome. I feel like we can stick with that agreement. I would also say we have more people. It is not just ourselves. There are more that came with us. Just...
Really? Where are they?
Oh, they chose not to help.
Yeah.
And these people were with you?
Well, not really.
They were travelling alongside us.
Let's call parallel intention. That split off very quickly.
And where are they?
They went further up the mountain.
Towards the capital?
I believe so.
Okay. So, but yeah, you haven't actually answered the question. What are you like? Are you guys? Did you like I said? I came by myself. Apparently, there's legends of people coming by themselves, but like you're a group, and apparently there was more of you that came with you, but aren't with you. So, who are you, and what are you doing here?
We've been asked to come here to, well, find Ishalu at least, and possibly stop them. And
no, the last time we killed someone, they told us off for it, so I don't think we should kill them.
I mean, we just killed a bunch of people, just snake people, but
no one's going to be telling you off for that.
Well, you've not met
the snake people.
You've not met these people. They tell you off for anything.
The snake people?
No, not the snake people.
All right.
These are the people who are really, really up themselves, and they call themselves demigods, and they're like, oh, look at us, we're so powerful and immortal, oh, my eyes will go through time, and they're just kind of douchebags.
Their eyes go through time.
Just their eyes, nothing else. Their eyes detached from them, and they go through time. Apparently.
Flicker needs a second.
We've met a few people that have a great deal of power in our travels, and
Demigods.
well, so they claim.
Right. And you killed one of them.
We didn't say that. And you'll note that none of them came here with us. So, you know.
Who did you kill then that you got telling off for?
Oh, yeah, no, there was one of them. But they told us to kill him, and then they were like, we didn't expect you to kill him. Like, well, don't tell us to kill him. Just rude.
His name was Crident, and we had to battle him in a duel of sorts.
Now he doesn't have a head.
That sounds all very confusing. But I will say that I don't get it. But I'm okay with that. So, right. What are you doing here? You're here because the person you'd killed and then got told off for the person telling you off for killing their friend was like, hey.
We had to fight a duel so that the king of the city would. Well, it was a sort of proving our worth.
Why didn't he just come down himself?
I was just there accidentally, and now I'm just kind of following everyone because it seems fun.
Yeah, we're too deep in it now to really question why and what we're doing. We've just kind of landed on this path now, so I'm just going with it and hoping we don't all die.
This sounds crazy. Like you couldn't write this shit.
Yes. It is quite crazy. The king is holding a city hostage, and we're trying to free the city by doing what the king has asked of us.
Wait, which king? Because I thought our king is not holding our city hostage. It's the other.
No, the king
dickheads are holding the king.
There's two kings.
I mean, one of them could have been a queen. It would have been more straightforward.
That makes so much sense. Anyway. So, you're here to find Il Shalu. I can do that. I can show you. But I have to warn you, I ain't fighting anyone. It's not my thing. Not going to do it.
No one is going to ask you to fight if you don't want to.
I don't know. You guys just kill a lot of people. I just didn't want to, I didn't want to make it out like I'm one of yous. I'm not. They pull up their arms and they're like, I'm not built for this.
I mean, fine if you're going to be a pussy about it.
I get it because I look like a cat. Very original. And they slow clap you.
Thank you.
Why don't you go in the sunlight and burn your eyes out? Anyway. I'm better. I'm a sneaky, kind of person. So look, all I'm saying is if you're gonna get with me, then you need to understand, how I do things. I don't want to be, stabbing people. Blood. It just makes me just thinking about it.
It's gonna turn to Jamie, be like, did we want to get with them? I thought this was just platonic.
It may be helpful. Let's just see.
Okay.
I can take you to the big city, but I'd prefer it if maybe we I don't know, like you're all very obvious, especially you, and they point to Malice in armor with a massive axe.
I'm not very obvious at all. I can be very hidden.
I can sneak when I want to. I've had to run away from many situations.
But we're gonna be in a big city. Look, give me a second. And they get up and they go outside and they leave you for like a solid minute or two.
In the silence, they just like to say, "They're not coming back, are they?"
I did get the impression that they were coming back, but I suppose we'll see.
That's what they always say. They say, hold on a moment, I'll be right back. And then they're gone forever.
Then a bunch of adventurers come and they kill them.
Every time.
Well, if they are, then we know the general direction we're heading, so...
A minute passes.
Be on our way, I suppose.
A minute passes and they come back with like a bundle of material and they start handing them out to each of you. And they're like, put this on. I feel like that'll help.
It's good to see you're alive.
Thank you.
It's not a threat. It's not a threat.
I didn't think it was until you told me it was.
I don't know if it's worth mentioning that my staff, and I'll brandish my staff, it can let us pass without a trace whenever we want to. So if you are worried about us, being noticed, I could certainly do that as often as we need. But I'll happily put on whatever garment it is that you found for us.
Well, now the disguises feel irrelevant, but
decorative.
Decorative. But yeah, I just think we'll cover up a bit of that armor because nobody really wears armor. Nobody wears armor around here.
I have a question quickly.
Aye?
Why did you point to me as being the very obvious one, as opposed to the rainbow tattooed lion beside me?
Because you're wearing armor.
And a rainbow tattooed lion is
I am very good at being unseen.
They open the curtains and there's this big elephant humanoid walking, and they've got like bright jet red hair, and their like tail is dyed pink, and they're wearing like a yellow shirt with patchwork trousers. They're like, that's pretty normal around here.
But this is a strange place.
Aye. But
you just described Barbar, Niall. I'm sorry. I'm just.
I don't know what Barbar is, so
You've not lived. Carry on.
Please, what is Barbar?
Barbar is a child's TV show about an elephant who wears, I think it's a suit actually. I just thought that they wore like a yellow top and some patchwork trousers.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I'm a bit interested.
I think it's based on like French kids' books originally.
I mean, Baba Yaga was the first thing that came up.
Barbar, B-A-R-B-A-R.
Oh, children's story.
He's a very dapper elephant.
Oh wait,
I think he was like a prince or something, wasn't he?
He was a princess.
No, a prince or something.
It tells of a young elephant named Barbar whose mother was killed by a hunter. It's very sad, Pritchard. This is like Bambi level.
Oh no. It's Dumbo all over again.
He is wearing a crown in the Google Images image.
Clearly kings and queens of their nation.
That's where I went. I'm sorry. Carry on.
No, I love it. Baba. But no, it's not. Anyway. Yeah. No, it's just what you're wearing is very like, what I'd expect from, like a I don't know. I'm getting like a real kind of like, you seem like a nice person, but I'm getting like a real kind of like, I don't know, evil minion type thing. Like if you were like part of the invading armies against Waterdeep from like, I don't know, the Underdark maybe. I'm just generalizing here, but that's probably what I would have like. I'd have been like,
How did you know where I got this armor from?
What do you know?
They look at you,
Quick,
Reek. They look at you, Reek, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, they're not going to kill me."
Well, they might now. So, tell them how you deduced this fact.
I was joking. That's just a joke.
Like insight.
Leave it. That was just a joke.
I'm just going to insight this.
I'm also inciting. Oh, but I got a 10.
I got a 9.
Let's see what they rolled for their
Got a 10.
They are so terrified of you. You get the distinct feeling that they know you better than you know yourself, but they have just met you, and apparently they can read you like a book, and they are regretting that now. They rolled a natural 1. So, Evie, get a card.
Yay.
D12 after making a skill or attack roll.
Ooh, nice.
That's a very good one. Pardon me. That's what happens when you try to speak whilst at a right angle.
Sitting in the corner, I'm going to put these braces on. Unless anyone notices and tells me not to, I'm just going to do it. Yeah.
Be my guest. I'm going to keep an eye on this tricky cat.
They are completely terrified of you. They're telling you anything that you want to hear right now, which clearly is not that they understand you on a deep personal level.
Tread carefully.
High insight, low deception.
Well, if we're going to go to the city, should we go to the city and do whatever it is we're doing, whether that be killing or not killing? We could just punch in the head and bring to unconscious. I mean, Malice could punch them in the head to make them unconscious, and then
Flicker looks terrified by that concept.
Not you, the snake.
Oh, yeah.
And then just behind, is it?
But maybe don't piss off Malice anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Is it worth attempting to pick up our less helpful friends?
Well, presumably we'll see them on the way. They went ahead, didn't they?
I was just thinking, so now can you remind me what they looked like, what they were dressed in? My question is there anything that makes me think, well, if Malice is going to stand out as for wearing armor, is there anything about any of them that would stand out in a similar way?
Standing out as super average.
Maybe the fact that they were kind of like wearing mercenary gear.
Right.
So
well, in that case, then I would Flicker. I would say to them, so if Malice here were to be noticed in the armor, then what might happen? Would they get taken somewhere?
I don't know, really. I've never seen it.
Why are you so concerned?
Well, because I've seen what they do to people they don't like. So I imagine that if you stood out, that would cause some suspicion. And yeah. They look around to sort of look at Utali, who is busying herself, and they lean in and they're like, I think it's fair to say that what they do with the people that are taken from the villages could be put down as a sentient sacrifice. You are still alive when they do the ritualistic sacrificing of people from the outer villages.
I mean, if you were dead, it wouldn't be a sacrifice, would it? Like, just here's a corpse.
It's a very backwards practice anyway. We stopped doing that hundreds. I mean, yeah, it's a not very common practiced thing anymore. It's very...
Flicker is just eyeballing, with one eye, that comment from the corner of their face.
Aki.
What I'm saying is I think you guys are okay, I don't want you to be,
So
eating apples.
Yes, yeah.
You don't want us to be eating apples, right? Okay.
Don't
I'm
eat any
unsure about
apples.
what exactly we're trying to convey, but now I know. Thank you very much.
How did you know I'm definitely allergic to apples?
They've been spying
Shall we
on
go?
you, clearly.
I think that would be a good idea.
For podcast viewers, now just mimed like someone biting someone's head, maybe? It wasn't
Oh no, that was a
entirely
totally
clear.
like heart out the chest, pumping heart, take a bite out the heart.
Ah, okay. I was
Elder
very
Green
confused.
thought that would be an apple, obviously.
Yeah, there's pumping apples. It's like, you go to your local supermarket. Yes, Brayburn, Granny Smith, pumping apples, and the whole packet is just breathing.
Welcome to Niall's mind, everybody.
It's a place of eldritch horrors and nightmares that I barely come away from. Okay, so yes. Anyway, you head forth into the jungles, following flicker of the candle. Is there anything you'd like to do or say before?
Now, I feel like we've forgotten someone.
No, there are 5 of us. There were 5 of us. Now there are still 5 of us. We are 5.
Oh, there's 6 of us.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've forgotten myself.
Absolutely excellent, Emma. Have a so advantage on a skill or attack roll.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
It's so quick.
So good. No, that's 5 of us. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you tickled him.
Oh, that's so good.
Got him now.
That's
Done.
so good. We can end the session now. I'm happy.
Scene.
Well, we did have that prisoner that we were talking about bringing along. But
Oh,
You
yeah.
totally left the prisoner.
I'm not sure that they actually would have been much use.
No, there was a lot of hissing, and they were very suggestive, which I didn't quite appreciate at the time.
Very suggestive. Oh.
Maybe the villagers can use the prisoner as an extra food supply should things get really bad.
And the table's round, yes.
Maybe they can sacrifice them so that their plants grow.
Why shouldn't it be the other way
Back on
around?
the menu, boys.
How far away is where we're going?
We'll probably get there. We'll probably get there quite soon. The land itself does seem to give you a bit of a helping hand when you want to get places. I think that's part of design.
Should we be being sneaky now?
Or I would have only suggested that if the animals were still animating and coming to life. Mainly because the snakes, just don't trust any snakes around here.
Yeah, Malice summons snakes and they really don't like him, so...
Oh, okay. Well,
But they dislike other people equally so still watch out.
They give bites to other people, but it's just not bites to me. It's fine.
well, the snakes here are like pigeons from our world. Like, you know how you can get a messenger pigeon? Well, they have like messenger snakes.
That is not where I thought that
Oh,
sentence
right.
was going. Like, eat all the food, hang around on buildings? Like,
That is also true of them.
Do they fly?
Some.
cool.
It's not. they just like sit there like, it's not. And you see like 1,000-yard stare as they continue to go through this jungle.
I would have a flying snake pet. A flying snake pet would be cool. I would be happy with a flying snake.
Oh, do you want some flying snakes? Because I can just summon some.
Not the ones. They hate
Yes, please. Summon the flying snakes.
Maybe not right now.
How long?
Do it.
How long do they
Do it,
stay
you
for?
coward.
If you summon them, are they just around forever until they die?
32 flying snakes.
I don't know how long they last for. I think
Summon 32 flying snakes.
because it is just conjure animals.
It's probably an hour.
Probably, yeah.
Have any of you been in a jungle before?
Aye?
Well, okay, fair enough. Is all jungles like this?
Oh no. Definitely no. This is some weird ass jungle. Like I say, I've never been in a place where it literally changes as you kind of move around it. When I first got here and I was sussing out what was going on, one of the first things that I saw was the collection of people. So I decided not to go into one of the original villages. I just walked around and I thought I was going in a straight line back up one of the other mountains, and I found myself just turning back. And it was the weirdest sensation because you can see the sun in the sky, but then when you look back up, you're looking at it from a different angle, and that itself is horrifying.
Is that relatively normal in a demiplane if it is a restricted amount of influenced space?
I don't know. I've not really been at many demiplanes. I've been at a jungle or two. You know, I've been to a mountain. I've been to a couple of mountains, actually. I've been through a swamp. I've been through cityscapes as well.
Okay, we didn't ask for your life story.
Which swamp was it that you went through?
It was one through the east side of Faerun. I can't even remember the name right now. Do you want it? Because I will get a map up. Sure, that's
Lair of Dead Men.
Lair of Dead Men.
Legit. Yeah, the Lair of Dead Men.
Doesn't sound like my swamp.
No.
No.
Sorry. But yeah, not been to many planes of existence other than this one. I'm well read though.
Well, keep close and carry on walking.
Flicker moves away from Jamie and Malice.
Could Eldergreen insight Flicker? Because just feels a little worried that we are being led into a trap.
Ooh, it's a trap! Yeah, go for it.
Maybe too helpful.
8.
Definitely a trap.
100%.
Yeah. Flicker seems to be like taking you to where they think the origin of this place is. And with that, you notice the sun, it doesn't move in the sky, but actually condenses and gets smaller. And that's how the sun sets in this plane. And after a while, as the sun is getting smaller and less light is being bathed upon the world, you can see the illumination of an area. And then the sounds start to push through. Sounds of drums and that busyness of a city that you probably all recognize. And you get to a flatter part of the mountain. The mountain itself starts to even out, and within the whole mountain side, there is a little crevice that has been built, and upon that, a large city is formed, with the ziggurat in the middle at its tallest precipice, even taller than the mountainsides around it. So even though the mountain itself caves in, the ziggurat is literally the peak of the mountain. And built around it are multi-layers, different city areas, and from the ziggurat, water flows down the stairs and then passes into all these different city districts that, again, continue to flow throughout all of the city. And from a distance, it is quite beautiful, especially in the night sky.
It's a weirdly shaped mountain. Has anyone else ever seen a mountain like that before?
Nope.
No. Used to live inside one for a long time.
Ooh.
There's a lot more lava, though.
Good. I
miss
don't know what
lava.
lava is.
Sorry.
Come on, Alice.
I was just going to say, I missed the lava. It was so warming in the winter.
Elder Green does not know what lava is.
Oh, if I ever point it out, never touch it.
Right, okay.
It's
I think I might have to...
liquid fire from within the earth.
That is actually the perfect description.
Watch Elder Green's face kind of crumple, like trying to work out what the heck he just said.
Incredibly useful for items when you live near it, but slightly volatile, especially when they pop.
Great for throwing in cursed jewellery.
We don't have any cursed jewellery though, do we?
No.
No curses here.
Oh, it's been over an hour. Speaking of cursed jewelry, it's been over an hour.
Yep.
And you have attuned to braces of defense, which give you a +1 to your.
And also voices in my head. Where are you going with this?
No, just a +1 to your AC.
You are now a snake person. Welcome.
So,
I now become one of Malice's minions. This
Yes.
look, we all know the weird yuan-ti artifacts take every morning. You have to do the saving throw, not in the evening.
Was sitting around eating and talking enough to count as a short rest?
Oh yeah, like you could have. I'd have said like you could have taken a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Really.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you don't have to go in the city yet, so you can rest up before going in the city. You're at the edge of the city.
I mean,
on the edge.
I personally don't need a long rest, but a short rest would do. But
I would like a long one if we have the time, I suppose.
yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I just
You've got.
You could wait till the sun rises again.
We want to
Why?
wait for the sun to
Why?
rise.
Why was that ominous?
No, but that would be like an evening's rest, wouldn't it? You got there in the night, so if you were going to take a long rest, you would wait till the day.
I know, but you weren't like, you could just sleep overnight. So what are you like? You could wait until the sun rises.
You know,
Well, the
Thing
sun
on each
I've had
like
it said
this.
to me that that my cadence and tone of voice is often very misleading for my thoughts. I've been told that I.
Yeah, I'm
come
sure
across
that's a
as
story you like to
insincere.
maintain.
You know, insincere, foreboding. These are all the different qualities of my voice.
I mean, I'm happy not to walk through the night if we like roosted in a tree somewhere.
You all roost, right?
Probably make you a tree from Miss Staff.
Ooh.
Although there's plenty of trees around, I don't know why I'd need to, but I could make you one.
It'll be like a personal tree.
I think so, yeah. I just need to sort of shove it in the ground, and then it'll grow.
Wow. Can you then have your staff back, or is it a tree forever?
I would certainly hope so. I'm just going to check what the manual says for Miss Staff. Just 1 second.
I like to imagine you just reach into a bag and you've got like manuals for all of your magical items.
Scrolls.
Be the hole, wouldn't it? You'd like go back into the shell. There'd be like a little shell with like scrolls smoking out.
You can use an action to plant one end of the staff in fertile earth, so that's up to you, Niall, and expend 1 charge to transform the staff into a healthy tree. The tree is 60 foot tall, has a 5 foot diameter trunk, and its branches at the top spread out in a 20-foot radius. The tree appears ordinary but radiates a faint aura of transmutation magic if targeted by detect magic. While touching the tree and using another action to speak the command word, you return the staff to its normal form. So yeah, we could have a tree as long as we like. Our personal tree.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's such a clever way to like hide a magic item. Like imagine like having like a whole like level 1 campaign kind of thing starting, and you're like, oh, you have to figure out this sacred tree's like password, and you have to sit around it and do like a meditative ritual for an hour, and then you're like, yes. I don't know what the sacred password is.
You've now destroyed the
Jeez.
sacred tree. It is now a staff. Congratulations.
You've ruined our entire culture. But I guess you saved us.
I was really hoping Elder Green just like got a little seed out, planted it, put a little bit of soil, and just said, "Okay, we'll just wait here for about 100 years."
Yes, I can do that as well if you'd like. But I'm gonna plant my staff, and it's gonna grow into a swampy Feywild tree. Like if you've ever seen a fern, like with the spiraling leaves, so that's basically all over the trunk, and it looks really out of place in this forest. Some of the leaves are kind of blue, and there's like a vine that wraps around the center as well, so people can climb up.
Is it comfy?
Roll comfy check.
If you're used to roosting, yes. But the branches are big enough, I guess, for us to go into it.
Roll comfy check.
I will roll a d20 if you like.
You can add your constitution modifier.
Sure.
Because you never get to add your constitution to anything.
Well, that was a 3 + 3, so it's a 6.
It's a little bumpy.
Yeah.
It's a lumpy tree.
It is a lumpy
tree.
swamp tree. And I'll plant another little seed to the side to make Jamie happy.
It's like a massage for your back while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
To try and
Making lemons into lemonade.
try and make the tree more comfortable, can I go into my room of useful items again?
Gosh. Another robot.
It could be.
It could be.
49, so it's not another rowboat. It is
The only thing that makes sense.
a riding horse with a saddlebag.
That's what we needed. I'm so excited. How do you pull that out? Like, is it like a front foot first?
Yeah, so I just kind of reach in and then just kind of...
By the tail.
It's a hoof. Okay.
How are you storing that in there?
I don't know. Continues to pull out the horse.
What's their name?
I don't know. What is your name? What is your name?
I can ask if you want.
Ooh, yes, by all means.
Can I ask?
Yes, if you can speak to animals.
Well, I can with my staff, but it's currently a tree. Let me just see if I have speak with animals. No, I don't. It's part of my stuff. I can't. I have no idea what they're saying. I'm sorry.
Unless you get rid of the tree.
No,
speak with
I'm
that,
committed
then
to
put
the tree.
back.
It's there. I'll find out later.
Damn it! I was really looking forward to doing this horse.
I'm just going to go on a random horse name generator.
Oh no, I've got it all planned out. If you like, give me the name. I've got the backstory planned out.
I like how Galadriel came up on... This horse's name is Odyssey.
Yeah, nice. What colour is Odyssey?
Grey, speckled.
Nice.
And now we have a horse to feed.
So you settle down for your evening. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I
Sure.
cast alarm round the tree?
Yeah.
I will just string a little like tripwire round the tree and cast alarm.
Amazing. Okay.
The ding,
So-
the ding in the head one, not the loud bell one.
Boom. Lovely jubbly. The night passes uneventfully, and you are soon woken up as the sky splits, as the sun emits its rays again. But it's almost like a fireball, like from the center point of the sky. Or it's like turns on slowly. And you awaken. Mal, let's get our constitution check going.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is...
Is it a check or
19.
a save?
I think it's a save.
Then you get +5.
Right,
Okay.
19 plus 5, 24.
Can you minus a D6 for me, please?
Oh. Okay. Well, it's -1, so now it's a 23.
Is it worth wasting them?
Yes.
Let me just figure out numbers.
Depends whether you want Malice to turn into a snake person or not, really.
Yeah, but we're just so close, you know? I'm looking at your scores so far.
End of campaign cliffhanger, surely.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to waste any more.
Did you not get some control of it last time? Or at least you understood that it was doing something to you.
Yeah, I said you could choose to fail.
And I have not chosen to do so yet, but in the future, I may.
I may become your new snake god. Anyway.
Could Malice choose to fail at any given moment throughout the day, or just?
No, it's like a slow. It's a slow changing thing. So as he can feel the effects, his body naturally fights against it, and depending on the day.
You know what? I'm just gonna accept it this one time, and just to see what happens, just to experiment with it a little.
Excellent. Oh, we are getting closer and closer every day. Okay. You've had a little too. You've had a little bit of scaly skin, but Malice, this is something you don't notice straight away. But everybody else, Malice has developed a new iris, one that is yellow with a slit in.
Does this change my vision at all?
Not at all, but when you
Not
blink,
at
your eye now blinks that way. So one eye blinks down, and one eye blinks across.
So awful. How did you do that? Your eyes are so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Wait. How did I do what?
Malice, your eye has changed since last night. It looks reptilian now.
Wait, which one?
That one.
Point to whatever one is.
Just one?
Oh God! Ah! Oh, having
Kinda
a lot
like
more fun
good
than I
test.
thought.
Oh, that's cool. My vision's not changed. Which do you prefer, look A or look B?
I think look A is quite striking.
Do it. Change.
Well, let's hope tomorrow I get the matching set, because these eyelids are a little bit disconcerting.
Do you have any strange dreams or anything? Did you feel anything weird?
No, the strange dreams were the first half of this campaign. We're done with the strange dreams.
Have you developed a rash or what?
Well, I do have this skin thing, but I think it's Sinead. Sinead's been trying to become one with me, if that makes any sense, just kind of get a bit closer. And I thought, let's see where this goes today. And I just said, go, whatever, let's go for it. And I got this cool new eye.
Malice, I know we've had this conversation already, but is this a problem yet?
I I don't think it's a problem. Like, I can still see.
Okay.
Freak,
Does it
can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
does it actually talk to you, Shanae?
It's more like it gives me a feeling.
Does that give you an itchy rash?
Sometimes.
I would like to do an insight check. Like, is Shanae influencing behavior or decisions or anything?
Oh, so you're yeah. Go on.
That's a 21.
With a 21, Malice seems to be making his own decisions.
Not necessarily good ones.
There's nothing.
Mine.
Yeah, there's nothing like, like, oh, you're acting differently. It's like, no, no,
you're acting the same. You're just physically changing. Okay. Like, well, if you feel like it is having some sort of influence on you that you don't like, then, well, let us know. We can help with that kind of thing.
Well, Shanae wouldn't do that to me.
I hope not.
Ree, before you tell me your saving throw, can you roll me? I'd say, let's go with the D8.
Are you sure? Would you like me to tell you first?
No. D8.
I rolled a natural 20, so it's a 28. So
nice.
Here is the D8. That makes it a 27.
No, the D8. I just need to know the D8 number.
It's a 1.
Okay. All right, that's fine then. Your card is a D10 after making a saving throw for the natural 20. When you woke up this morning, Rick,
Yeah.
you felt something like burning through your veins.
Oh.
And you just sort of sneezed it off, really. But it was intense. Like, really intense. For like a hot second, you were like, ooh, this isn't good. But you're fine.
Did you, when Shanae talks to you, does it like hurt?
No, it just kind of vibrates.
Yeah.
No.
Sure, if we're all done talking about our weapons, shall we make it into the city?
Before we do, could I please get my staff back? And I'm going to use one charge to talk to the horse to find out what their name is.
Yes.
I heard I'm going to use one charge to torch the horse.
I'm going to torch that horse. Consider it torched.
They just found life outside of the pocket of my jacket.
Just don't give it to the villagers because they'll eat it.
You cast Speak with Animals, and what do you say to the horse?
So, we've not been formally introduced, and you've recently been acquired from within a robe, which I hope was comfortable, but it didn't look like it was on your way out. What is your name?
My name is Odyssey the Fourth. I am the fourth in my line. Welcome, Master. Is that you? No,
it
is
not
this
me.
one. And
Not me, Odyssey.
they turn to Malice and like nudge them gently, and they're like, "This one is my master. I was created for the sole purpose of being within this contraption. The hole that I lived in was a bare existence, but now I experience life."
So you're the fourth. Does that mean that there's another 3 in there?
So I have been told by my creator.
I wonder what their names are.
I was never introduced to my creator, but I know they are indeed an ingenious being. I miss my boat.
You know, that boat came in very handy with a village full of people.
You have seen the boat.
I have. It was majestic. Now it is lifted aloft within this
You
village.
must be a chosen one as well.
Well,
Please, you are welcome to ride. And they bow to you.
Oh, Malice, may I please ride upon Odyssey the Fourth?
Oh, the 4th.
The 4th. Apparently there's another 3 in there that could come out.
Oh, that could be useful. We can all ride. I mean, I was going to get up today, but you go for it.
Okay. I'm going to get up on Odyssey the 4th and go for a quick canter.
Let us ride! The horse takes charge. Sweet. Flicker does look at the rest of you four and is like, I don't think the horse is very subtle. Just putting that out there.
Flicker, how quickly after the villages are taken do all the animals reappear?
Around 24 hours or so.
So we're probably teetering.
Like 8 hours left.
Mm.
Well, then we should ride. Well, I'm going to fly, but...
I mean, like, we could just sneak. Yeah, it's only there. And they point to the city.
So we're going to be... Well, we need Eldergreen to be sneaky, because Eldergreen's got the sneaky magic.
Look, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but they're currently pissing about on a horse.
Well, the horse can be useful. We can get there quicker, and like
only one of us can get there quicker.
It's fine.
Like maybe 2 hour push.
Well, as I have to say, I agree with Flicker. If we're going stealthy, then perhaps the horse would be better used a different day.
Tie up Odyssey here and come back for them.
I don't think I can put them back in my pocket, can I?
I think that's how the magic item works. Let me look.
Isn't it a patch that you pull off and throw?
Oh yeah, it is. But I like the aesthetic of this.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, so
I would like to just talk to Odyssey and just be like, I will be back. You wait here. I will tie you to this tree. I will be back for you as soon as I can.
I'll translate.
I was going to say the horse understands, but what you don't hear is, yes, master, I will wait 1,000 days, 1,000 years for you. My loyalty is unquestioning. And they buff you on the head with their nose.
I give them a little bow. I'm like, you are doing well. I will see you anon. I don't know why I'm speaking like this now, but...
It's very catchy. Excellent. So, you'll move into the city and it becomes alive as soon as you get in there. There is... Without even... Yeah. Oh yeah. Roll stealth with pass against a trace thing.
Yeah. So that's plus 10.
20.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed that plus 10. I did not roll well.
That is a fortuitous circumstance.
That was a natural 1 for me as well, Niall. You can have another card, bless you.
Thank you.
So that's 2.
20, so give us one back.
Yay!
Finally.
Yeah, Mike.
Hey, Mikey.
I rolled a
In fact,
non-nat.
I rolled so badly that I'm going to use one of my cards to add a d12.
Non-nat 20, which becomes a 30.
You got a nat 20 as well.
Non-nat.
Oh, bloody hell. Michael, you got a D10 after making a skill or attack roll.
Okay, cool.
My total roll was 12, Niall, if that helps.
That does, thank you.
37.
What was my card?
Fortuitous circumstance.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
At any point, G can basically say to me, Niall, can something fortuitous happen?
Want some good shit to happen.
Whatever the situation is right now, something fortuitous,
Right.
please. And that can be loot, that can be, somebody's head just spontaneously combusting. It could be anything.
That was how I ended up going, reversing the thing with the guy's eyes and seeing part of that.
Yes. Seeing more. So, you all sneak through the city, following Flicker as they take you around from the outskirts of the city through a crack in the wall. and it's very clear that the yuan-ti here live in decadence. There are other humanoid races here, very similar to the villages of mixed races, and they are dressed in like nice-ish robes, but nothing compared to the yuan-ti, who are, some of them paraded round on lifted chairs, made out of gold and decorated with rubies, with veils on, that they like pop their hand out and they're like, pass me one of those. And well, you don't understand the language because they're all speaking Draconic, but there's like market areas where they're being carried around and paraded around. And you can see that the people running the markets do tend to be people who aren't yuan-ti, and they won't make eye contact with the people who are being held aloft. They will only make eye contact with the servants, and they'll sort of pass along. And you can see that there's almost like favored servants, and it's shit, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If you're not yuan-ti, it's pretty shit. And there are a few yuan-ti guards stood, but all their armor and all their clothing again is this really high, pristine looking gold inlaid kind of armor. And Flicker navigates you through the city, through markets, through noble estates where you can see the servants working upon these large yuan-ti estates where the yuan-ti are just living in complete and utter excess compared to the village you were just in. And you make your way to a bathhouse. And you have to wait quietly as some yuan-ti exit, and Flicker navigates you all in quietly, carefully. And as you are walking through, they push through one of the larger rooms, and the steam itself hides you as you walk through, and you can hear yuan-ti talking to each other. And then you make it to this private area where there's a locked door. And Flicker turns to you and says, "In here. It's going to take me a second to just unlock it, if you don't mind."
I want to make it such a suspicious place to take us. Can I make an insight check, please?
I was about to whisper to Reek, this feels more and more like a trap by the moment.
I don't like it. I don't like being wet. I can't fly. It's horrible. Look.
It's very moist in the steam room.
22.
Yeah. You get the feeling that Flicker is not only sneaky, but very, very sneaky. And they have explored this entire city very well. They're not trying to take you anywhere. This is why they're like, this is weird. They think they've found something strange that's weird. And it is weird.
Such a curveball going into here.
Huh?
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
But if they're still on a level, then
there's no reason to distrust them. And as you hear them turn around and start to like with the lock, you hear yuan-ti rise from a pool and go, Malice, you probably hear this. The rest of you hear like a loud sort of voice. But Malice, you hear, "Is that tall?" And that's where we'll take our break.
Sorry, guys.
No worries. So we'll be back. It'll be about a 5-10 minute break. And then once that's done, we'll be back for part 2. How are these guys going to handle being in the steam room with a turtle? We'll see.
Gonna get steamy.
See you in 5 to 10. Lots of love.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win. We are delighted to be sponsored by HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. HeroForge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com. Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including Hex Chest dice boxes, Spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and Scroll and Codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying. You're a DM. You've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets with an ! characters in Twitch chat below. Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of part... What part are we on?
4.
4?
Thank you. Oh, Lord. I'm losing my mind. But yes, part 4. You are making your way through this bathhouse of decadence and within the city of Azuss, and if pronounced correctly, as and one of you's been spotted.
My sound didn't pick anything up then now, so it's just you going la la la.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it properly. It's pronounced as.
Stop making any sound.
It's pronounced as.
Podcast listeners, Niall's just sticking his tongue out as.
Like a snake.
He looks like he's practiced it a lot. I'm just going to throw that one out there.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, no! I dropped all my cards to kill you with. Anyway. So, you've heard in Draconic Malice the words, "Is that tall?" And a shadowy figure
tall?
through... Is that a turtle?
Oh.
Can I subtle spell cast? Well, where's it gone? Just minor illusion and make it look like Eldergreen sort of turns into the mist, and it was just a play of like a trick of the mist. Like Eldergreen just almost and it was just a really convenient, clever. Because it didn't sound like they'd confirmed it was more of like a wait a minute sort of, and then if everybody else, all of the yuan-ti look across, it just sort of you still see the shape of what could have been.
What spell are you casting?
Just minor illusion to try. I don't know if that's strong enough.
The cantrip.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm gonna read it.
I didn't check do my spells when we took the long rest, so I can't really.
5-foot cube, my love.
Yeah.
I will instinctively wild shape into a giant toad.
It's not a turtle, it's a toad. What are you talking about?
Beautiful.
A bit.
Fucking hell.
Sorry.
That's not better though, is it?
But a toad, I can then minor illusion the toad. If that's
It's
small
a
enough.
giant toad.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
It's a giant toad. It's not fair. Like, if anything,
I thought it was a little wee toad.
No, giant toad.
No.
giant toad.
Look there, you've got the little frog as well.
You've got
Oh, is he still with
Herbert.
me?
You've got. Where's he gone? Kenneth, our Kenneth.
Kenneth!
Yeah, you've got Kenneth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's very attached to me now.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be a giant frog, I'm going to put Kenneth just next to you just to help.
Just to
With the idea.
Cement the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Through the steam, this male figure walks through with a little towel wrapped around his waist. One half of his body, instead of like muscles and tendons and an arm, it's just a bunch of writhing snakes all coiled around each other, vaguely creating some sort of shape of an arm. And then his other arm is very similar, but it's only at the forearm does this take place, whereas the other starts at the shoulder and goes down. This one just starts to take place at the forearm. He gets closer, sees a fucking giant toad. And in fairness, I think that would distract it. I feel like with a passive perception of 11, he'd be like, "What?" Oh no! Wasn't your stealth 12?
Yeah.
All right. He comes through. He comes through the steam, and he's not close enough yet to be seen properly, but you can see glimpses of this hideous sort of figure. And he's like, maybe it was just the wind. And then from the back, you hear, no, go a little further in. Just this way. And then another figure joins. And this one is similar to the one you saw before. again with a towel wrapped around its waist. But like humanoid body, massive cobra snake head, but slithery, scaly skin. And they kind of like, over here, you idiot. This is all in Draconic. You don't understand a thing that's being said apart from malice. And then they both come up to this giant toad that's just sat. You've just not moved, right?
Yeah, I've done that toad thing where they like lick their own eyeball, like, and then just blink.
And they both look at the toad and they're like, how the fuck did this get in here?
I am going to spend 3 of my key points and cast Shatter somewhere, like, as within the bathhouse, but as far away as I can. Like,
okay. How far does Shatter work?
It's got a range of 60 feet.
Excellent. And let me just read the spell's description for flavor.
Just saying, I could have telekinetically just moved something to bash against the wall, but you know, I'd let you do you. I wanted to see how this played out, so.
Well, clearly what's happening is that we're just going to break everything, and then we're probably still going to fight, but everything will be broken. So
yeah. All right. Roll me a D100, G. 100, please. You got a 60% chance.
That's a 95.
Sweet. You hear this echoing from another area of the bathhouse. The steam sort of like billows towards you as well and gets thicker, and you hear somebody screaming in pain. As could you roll your thunder damage for me, please?
Yeah.
Oh, they need to roll a Constitution saving throw as well. Oh shit! That's a nat 20, so that's a card for me.
It's a 3d8. Well, 16.
16. Sweet, so that'll be 8 thunder damage. All right, let me just. Sorry, a lot of stuff.
Very good. So I've got a fireball ready and raring to go if we need.
Fireball ready. When in doubt, fireball out.
I kind of don't want to activate my sword because it's going to be like, oh look, what is that magical light in the back?
The visuals are pretty epic though. In the fog. Steamy, like mist.
I feel like Darth Vader in End of Rogue One.
Reek is 100% Darth Vader. That is canon.
Or traitor to the Rebel Alliance.
Put it on the wiki.
Yeah, from the back you hear this. Fuck! as this large echoing shatter takes place.
Jamie looks over.
Roll initiative. Oh. That's the only way to do this now. I feel like you guys are on the attack. So
you all have a +4.
Nice.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, so who got 20 or above?
I rolled a nat 20.
Hey,
oh,
Jesus
mate,
Christ.
get a card.
Gee, you've like pinched Rebecca's luck.
Oh.
You deal maximum damage on this attack.
Deal max damage. Cool.
He's got a 24.
So what did you get, Vega, in total?
Emma, you said it was a +4.
Yeah.
So 33.
Okay. And then Jamie with a 24. Who got
21.
a 15 to... Oh,
21.
sweet. A 15 to 20?
Mm-hmm. Got 16.
Excellent. Okay, and that puts Malice next. And then 10 to 15?
Toad got 11.
The Toad got 11. Excellent. Yes. Okay. So that's going to put... Okay. This is quite convenient. And it makes sense. Yes. Vega, how does your shatter take place? Because I'm guessing you can't do it subtly, can you?
I mean, there's nothing rules-wise says I can't.
I'll tell you what. Make a. You're trying to be subtle, aren't you?
Yeah.
So make a contested stealth check. This won't count with passive without a trace, and they're just going to make a contested perception check.
Okay.
Because they are, I guess, looking.
That was a shit roll, so it was only a 10.
Well, theirs was shitter. They got a 7. So you successfully distract the two in front of you who are like...
So I think when I cast Shatter before, I did like a whole like stomp forward and clap thing. I think this time, trying to be subtle, it's more of a like, it's a click of the fingers and like, but I like throw it.
Nice. Wanted style. Round corners.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Like Gambit.
So, yeah. Flicking cards. So you managed to chuck out this spell without fail, and you hear the two in front of you that are hidden behind this steam cloud and giant toad. You can see the silhouettes as this lock is slowly getting jammed quicker and quicker. You can hear one of them turn around and go like, "What the fuck happened?" Oh well, Malice, this is what you hear. What the fuck happened? And from the far away, it's like, the fucking wall just caved in on me. Vega, it is still your turn. Do you want to do anything?
I guess I want to just try and... Do they look like they're... I want them to like go, ideally.
Yeah, you'd have to wait.
If there's any way of me helping with the door while, like,
yeah,
quietly still. So,
course,
yeah,
go for
I'll
it.
just help out with the door.
Wait, you'd have used your action to cast Shatter, though, wouldn't you?
All right, yeah, of course. Then yeah, I don't think. Nope. That's sort of all I'll do.
Awesome. That puts us at Jamie. Your turn next.
Have they turned around and they're not looking at us anymore?
They're not looking directly at you now.
Do I still feel like if I was to cast a spell, I'd still need to subtly do it?
Vega did it quietly enough. So yeah, you gather that it's still about being quiet. You can make the check, or you can spend a sorcery point.
I'll just spend. I mean, I've got it for a reason, so I'll spend my sorcery point. And am I right in assuming Reek isn't the most stealthy, or are you okay?
I've got a +9. +10. +9.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's the total.
It's
that's not the stealthy.
Dex-based paladin. So.
Jamie's going to pop over, spend the subtle spell point, and herself and Eldergreen invisible. So when they turn back, there's just the
fucking hell.
The mystical toad. Elusive toad of the yuan-ti temple.
Fucking hell. All right. Jesus Christ. Reek?
Well, the problem's gone now, so if we all just stay quiet, they'll probably go away by the time they've got this door open. I'm going to see, like, would it be possible to just cut the door open?
Oh, God.
Roll me a D100.
Please don't get your lightsaber out.
I rolled 100.
I
The door is made out of wood. You could easily cut through this thing. Like, no problemo. The wood's expanded nice and tight. That's why it's probably used.
Jeez. That was the worst use of 100 ever. I'm just going to get my standard rapier out and just have a go at the door.
Oh, no, you have to, like, a rapier is going to be a lot harder. I thought you were
the only
using
thing I have is a rapier. The other one's a rapier as well. It's all rapiers. It's rapiers all the way down.
There's a difference between, like, burning radiant light.
Hang on. Let me just roll a wisdom saving throw for Reek.
Blade.
Oh, boy. It's not bad, actually. Rolled an 8 bits at 16. Reek's going to look at the door and be like, I could break it down. And then be like, but I'd have to be light. I'll just stand there.
Can you minus a d10 after a saving throw?
D10. Oh, that was a 6. That makes it a 10. That's still not bad.
This is a good idea, Worth, though.
What?
I'd say this is a good idea.
Cutting through the door?
Yeah, with a wisdom saving throw of 10.
10's like average. 10's not like, I'm going to do the dumb thing.
All right.
Highs or lows?
Can you minus a d4?
Yes, Niall. Use all your cards. Use them. That is a 3. That makes it a 7. In which case, I will just
Didn't matter. It'd be under 10.
turn on the blade and just start chipping away at the door. Can we roll an attack?
No, the doors. You got like the door. You'll be fine. I'd say you can just start hacking away at the door.
I have.
With E, actually, roll your damage.
So it's the first one's 11. The second one is 13.
With ease, you cut through this door, slicing it open.
Look, I've fixed it.
The tabaxi beneath you.
No arms anymore.
You just like the door handle and the lock attached to the frame.
Just looks at you and is like, yeah, what have you done?
I opened the door.
I really pictured Reed's mind going, doing like the maths equation as Emma went on that rolling journey to come to that conclusion.
Look, I am fine. I'm fine with Noel spending some of his thingies. What are we looking at? We're looking at bonus actions. I'm not sure I have any. We'll just stand here.
Cool. Malice, this large lightsaber has been activated, chopping through a door in front of you.
Great. And I guess everyone's just like the yuan-ti are just on the other side of the room.
The steam starts to billow through the now new open pathway, clearing the thick smog in front of you. You can see clearly these two yuan-ti stood in front of you.
Oh.
Their backs are to you, in fairness.
Now, I could just go on the attack. Or I could pull out another thing from my pocket and hope it helps.
Have a horse. Another horse.
I love the chaos that's been today. This is amazing.
I'm doing it.
Very chaotic, very chaotic.
I'm doing it. Like, I don't use this coat enough.
Don't use it enough, so I'm going to use it 3 times in one session.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Another boat.
Oh, can be
2 mastiffs come out of my pocket.
God. Are they loyal to you? Are they?
I don't know, are they?
Let me check out the rule. What's this called
I
again?
don't think they are. I think they're just mastiffs.
Just random mastiffs. Here you go.
Of useful items.
The horse was
Robo
loyal
useful.
to me.
All right. Gonna look this up. Specifically the dogs.
I mean, the horse was very loyal from the sound of things.
Well, loyal to a fault.
It just says, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dogs.
Put yourself in the place of these mastiffs that have been in the void of a pocket.
All right. I'll tell you what. I got 2 d20s. Okay. these two large mastiffs fucking bob out of your back. One of them stands at attention, looking at you for its next go. If you wish to spend a bonus action, it will do as you say. Otherwise, it'll just take the dodge action. Mm-hmm. And then the fucking other one looks out, wild-eyed. It's got a bit more hair on it. It's like a little bit more rough. It looks like wild-eyed and just boom, goes to the nearest exit.
Does it run through me? Does it try to run through me? Because it doesn't know that I'm there.
Chaos!
It classes into you, bouncing off an invisible object, and then continues to skid around the room in its wet, sort of slippery surface and run out. It's fair to say that yuan-ti know you.
Yep.
How? How would they know?
Can I please tell the Mastiff, who I'm going to name Bruno, to sick him and kind of pick up Eldergreen, who I can see with my blind sight, and go to the newly opened door.
I mean, if you call him Bruno, we can't talk about him, so it's going to be awkward.
That's a bit awkward.
Also, I'm a large toad. I am large, so I don't know how.
I am.
It'd be
strong.
it'd be like building a snowman backwards, is what it'd be like.
10 foot by 10 foot.
I can try and push you.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the fact that just everything is happening to Eldergreen, but Eldergreen is not choosing to do anything. It's just getting like pop, moved, shifted in.
Yeah, this Mastiff has like armor plating on it and like it's ready to go for adventure, and the other one just seemed like it got lost and like it was in the wrong bag at the wrong time.
Well, I hope it finds like a yuan-ti that really loves dogs and gets adopted.
Maybe it loves to eat them.
No.
Sweet. Is that the end of your turn? Sick'em boy, right?
Sick'em trying to push Eldergreen to the door.
Okay, so dog. The dog will run at the nearest yuan-ti. Would you like to roll an attack? And you can add a +3 to hit.
Sure. Okay, that was a nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay. Life-threatening. This is piercing damage. Target practice. Maximum damage. And any enemy of the target within range. Wait. Oh. So all of you are within range. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity against this one that I think has just been knocked prone?
Yeah.
Is it prone?
I'm not even joking.
Yes.
I'm not even fucking joking. You piece of shit.
Just straight up breaking into a bathhouse and murdering indiscriminately.
This dog just leaps over this invisible toad, straight onto the yuan-ti with the snake shoulder and snake forearm, who goes, ah! Falling to the ground. It tears into him and then jumps off, leaving an opening for all of you. Oh, God. Attack. Could you roll damage? A D6 +1, please.
Yeah.
For the dog.
Happy to. That is a 6.
Sweet. Absolutely amazing.
What a good boy.
I rolled a 17 to hit with my attack of opportunity.
That hits.
It's 34 points of damage. I smited at second level.
Did you do it at advantage as well?
Yep. Yeah.
Was it advantage? Oh, thank God. I got a natural 1 on my non-roll.
That's all right.
I got a 32 to hit.
I got a nat 20 to hit.
Jesus Christ, gee.
dead, all right?
Today's episode is called Carnage.
Oh my god.
Today's episode
G.
is called All the Natural 20s.
Yes.
All right, so Emma, you rolled how many damage? 30?
34.
Excellent. And G?
Mm-hmm.
Good God. Golly. What kind of attack are you doing?
I hadn't even thought of that.
I haven't thought. I just want to kill it. I kill it with violence.
Yeah, I think I'd just chuck my spear at it.
Piercing damage then, yeah?
Yeah.
Maximum double damage. So whatever your dice are, double them, and then the maximum damage. That was another life-threatening card for a shoulder jab as you launch a spear into this thing's snaky shoulder.
So that's max doubled. So you 20 damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. And then finally, Elder Green.
A 12.
A 12 just misses.
Again. Just trying to get it with my tongue, but not getting there.
And then Jamie, you making any opportunity attacks? Why not, is what I say.
I'm going to stay invisible.
Oh yeah, shit.
I got a 32 on my opportunity.
Oh
Question,
god,
if
Malice.
Elder Green missed, does that count to break it still?
I did the action. It's the action of attack.
The actual action itself. Because I wasn't sure if it didn't connect, you might.
It's annoying, but
So,
yes.
Malice, roll your damage.
I already did it. It's 17.
Okay. And how are you attacking the yuan-ti?
I'm taking a big old slicing whack with Shinene.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So, Reek,
Yes.
you hear this dog launch across, jumps up into the air, landing onto this yuan-ti. Ah! Falls to the ground. The dog bites the yuan-ti on the neck, moving out of the way. You seize your opportunity, coming round, following the toad's strike with your holy weapon, pumping in powers of divine smitiest energy, like just tearing a chunk of its leg off. In fact, a whole limb. Why not?
Arms. Go for arms.
All right.
Worked last time.
So you chop the arm with more shoulder in. Vega, you follow suit, jumping up with the spear, pinning it further into the ground with the other shoulder. It screams out as a toad manifests behind you both, and its tongue slams against the floor next to its head and retracts away. It continues to scream as Malice turns a corner and bisects it. The fucking thing's dead. Oh god.
Is the other one just stood next to it as we pile on?
Yeah, the other one's just stood next to it. It said, fuck. It is now.
Wait, they don't have any weapons.
You hear from the background. What the fuck was that? And you see a figure approaching. Yeah, it sees you all. And it's going to be like, start doing this weird dance. Can you all make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
+5.
Does it have to see the target?
Yeah, so it's only going to be the toad and you four. Well, yeah, you four, basically.
I'm going to add a d12 to mine.
Mine's an 18.
18 passes.
Also 18 with my d12.
18 passes.
11.
Okay.
Probably like crap today.
And Evie?
21.
Oh, well, fine. You all like look at this snake and are a bit like, what the fuck? But the moves are kind of like, they're a little like, I don't know, interesting and kind of get your attention for a second, and then you're like, fuck that shit. And the toad behind you just falls to the ground asleep.
Oh.
Use your action to slap me awake, though.
Yeah, you can now slap someone awake. Excellent. The second. Oh, I've gone the wrong way.
I've done well today.
Oh,
Sorry,
I've done the wrong
used my
thing.
reaction, or I could have let you reroll.
It's fine. It's fine.
So that was that one's turn. The one that was next to it is going to get up and cast. Ooh. From the towel that it has wrapped around, it goes in with its hand and pulls out a scimitar and leans in, swiping out against Vega. Actually, I think it'll probably attack Reek due to the fact that they saw you did the most damage, chopping a limb off.
Look, now, we all know you just want to kill Reek. It's fine.
Just admit it. Just admit it. All right, so the first attack was a 20 to hit. Mm-hmm. And then it'll swing for Vega for a 18.
My AC is 18.
Sweet. So, Reek, you take 5 points of piercing damage plus 6 points of poison damage.
Sure.
Then okay, so that's one. It's going to deal a further 1, 2. Ooh, 17 points of psychic damage as it bites you. Your head rockets and rumbles, and you hear the braces call out to you, "Join us or die."
Any saving throw, or it just happens?
This is just me being flavorful.
Sure.
This is a thing the creature can do. I'm just explaining it because it's a psychic thing that it does to you. So I'm like trying to figure out how Reek's mind would process this damage.
Oh, doesn't understand. Just doesn't understand.
Oh God, my brain. and then Vega, you take 9 points of slashing damage as it reaches out with its towel scimitar and slashes across your chest.
Sounds like a towel whip.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Another one comes forward and is like, you can hear it, Malice, like, oh, what the fuck? Ah! And it throws its hands up into the air. Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong spell.
It's the one we chopped the arms off already, so it's just...
Oh, no, this is a different... That one's dead. The one you chopped the arms off
We're making a
dead.
joke about throwing its hands up in the air now, that's all.
Oh, right. Oh. Okay. Okay. And Malice, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh God, I
Plus
can try.
5.
+5. And might need. Oh, okay. Actually, rolled not too bad. -1. So that's 18 this time.
Nice.
I think I might spend a D12, please.
Ooh.
Come on, give me one wisdom save when I succeed.
Well, I just think this one will be interesting. If it gets you.
Can we use our cards on other people?
Yeah. I usually allow that.
I'm just going to wait and see what you roll, Evie, because I have a counter.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, am I re-rolling?
Minusing a d12 after the saving throw, please.
A d12, gotcha. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. And that was a 6, so it's going down to 12.
I'll add a d10.
Thank you. Let's see.
Excellent.
I got 10.
You've passed.
Woo!
Yeah.
This green jagged crown appears over your head for a hot second, and then you waft it away. You're like, no, none of that, please. And
Not today.
It looks at its companion on the floor and is like, ooh. Toad, you are asleep. So you continue to dream of, what does Elder Green dream of?
Oh, the sort of algae-ridden waters of Mercantile Bog, and the pink sky above it, and the fireflies that dance through. It's lovely. It's lovely. There's midges everywhere. It's great. It's great.
From the yuan-ti's mouth.
Sorry, does Flicker get a turn?
Flicker's going to be picking the lock.
It doesn't need to. The door's open.
Oh yeah, they're going to run into that.
I'm going to play Flicker, kick the toad.
Do we know what's through the door?
Ready? Flicker comes down with a massive boat into the toad's temple and awakens you. Yeah, you'll be fine next turn. One of the yuan-ti that tried to cast the spell on Boobity on Malice is going to be shouting help, and you hear Malice in Draconic, help, I just had a wall dropped on me. What do you and they see what's going on. This female figure with a snake body slithers in, a towel wrapped around their top half, and their snake bit coming from underneath the towel. I'm having so much fun with this.
Free the nipple, Niall. Free the nipple.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want, I'm cool with it. I just love the idea that they're all wearing towels in a steam room.
Wait, is that confirmation of snake titties?
I mean,
if it's
not until
here.
the towel comes off. Not do you know what I mean? Until the towel comes down, you'll never know if there's snake titties or just regular titties. It could just be regular titties and then a snake belly, you know what I mean? Or maybe they are
wants to be.
This is incredibly disturbing.
Maybe she just wants to fit in. Yeah.
Maybe she just likes towels.
She doesn't like towels.
Right.
Okay. Can you all make another saving throw? Wisdom, please.
Wisdom.
Oh, intelligence. Intelligence saving throw, sorry.
Still +5.
Did I have to be seen again?
Dirty 20.
You're fine.
I'm going to burn another one of my cards, which gives me advantage on... No, it's not a saving throw. Damn it. I got a 10.
Dirty 20 for Elder Toad.
Dirty 20. So, what did you get, Vega?
2.
plus 4? Plus 5?
Oh, okay, 7.
I mean, it's not much better, but...
I rolled a 3 and I've got a -1, so...
What, Reek and Vega, what would you say is your deepest fear?
Not being able to do things?
I think for Vega, yeah, it's like... for Vega, it's like losing the match, I guess.
You suddenly have this physical idea within your body that your muscles feel weak, that you're not as sharp as you used to be. Like whatever this thing has done to you, it's made you. It's not even got anything to do with it. You're just not up to the task today. And can you take both of you take 7 points of psychic damage. And at the end of your turn, you'll get to repeat the saving throw.
Great.
And you're scared of the creature. So you are frightened. You imagine that it's told you something about yourself that you know that you fear to be true. If that makes sense. Like this idea that you can't succeed. It's told you that, and you've really let that affect you. You're like, oh, I can't do things. How did it know? It's seen into me. Very similar how Flicker saw into Malice.
Don't bring that up now. You're just asking for Flicker to get murdered.
Flicker's running away. It's all good. You all used your opportunity attacks. Flicker's away. Vega, it is now your turn.
So which one am I frightened of?
The Snake Lady.
Which is... there's two others.
Yeah, there's three others.
There's three others.
There's Snake Arms Boy, Snake Head, Snake Head 2, and Snake Lady.
Okay. Who am I closest to?
Snakehead 1 and 2.
Okay. I think the damage and the fear is triggers the rage that now I can do.
Very well played.
And yeah, I think I will just attack the snakehead one in front of me.
Yes, go for it.
And I will use my extra attack and I'll do a flurry of blows. So that's 4 attacks on. Yeah. So that's 16. That one's only a 13. That one's only a 15. That's a 27 to hit.
I believe they were all 14 and above, weren't they?
It was a 113. So it was 3.
That one missed. Everything else hit.
Okay. And I want to use my max damage card.
Okay. On which attack?
First one, I guess.
Yeah.
That doesn't make a lot of difference. So that's 8, 12. Amazing. That's 27 plus 32.
Nice.
32 points of damage. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Okay. How do you attack? Is it just a flurry of kicks and blows and fists?
Yeah, I think so. I think with the rage happening, and it's the rage is to do with this weird eye thing. So I think something happened with my eye, probably.
Sweet. Yeah, Vega's eyes kind of turn blood red with anger. You see Vega unleash this roar, and almost from the sides where the veins in the whites come from, they pulse with like an angry energy. And as Vega is laying into this creature, how many points of damage did you say again?
32.
Thank you. As Vega, one fist, headbutt, knees, elbows into this creature's head. You can hear the bones crunching as Vega gets more and more into this with every hit. And as you glimpse at Vega through this fight, his eyes have turned this deep, dark blood red.
Do all of your eyes go weird colours? Jamie, can you make your eyes go weird colours too?
No, yes. Oh, yes.
Don't give away your position.
My eyes do go black now and then when I cast certain shadow spells.
You're all so cool.
You hear echoing from somewhere.
Jamie, it is now your turn.
Can I scooter and weave through them without attempting to not incur attack of opportunities?
They can't see you, so yeah.
Some DMs are like to still give them chance at disadvantage. She's going to weave through, and I'd like her to go all the way to the very back if I've got enough movement of the thing, and just stand behind the person, the yuan-ti, the furthest back.
Yeah, I'd say you could get next to them.
Next to them? I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, I just want. Do I get a saving throw and then do my turn?
Yes, please. Intelligence saving throw.
Oh. Do I still get a +5 to that?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's 10.
That is still a failure. You take a further 10 points of psychic damage as this belief again resonates through you that you aren't up to this, that your blows are not strong enough, that your fists are weak. Jamie.
Yeah. She'll
what you doing?
stand, and because she's invisible, she's going to do like a quick concentration flip to Shadow Blade as she just appears next to it, and she literally, not even like hard, she just sticks it into the side. Just like
roll with advantage
straight in. At 3rd level.
Liz approves. Rock and Toad.
29 to hit. That would have been a crit if I remembered to hex, but oh well.
Next time.
So that's 14 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
No, I'm not going to use my other things just yet. But yeah, so she just pops out in there and just sticks her Shadow Blade into the side of the yuan-ti out of nowhere.
Cool. You feel this effect of fear drop on you,
yes,
Vega and Reek, as they failed their concentration. Lovely jubbly. They hiss at you. What? Oh, there's a wonderful little typo here on D&D Beyond. This creature has dark vision. So many dark visions, you don't even know what to do with them. Excellent. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Any bonus actions?
Backhand?
Yeah. You can offhand strike them.
Do you have my rapier of life stealing?
I do have your rapier of... What's it gone? Let's go for that. D&D Beyond's confusing. There it is.
D&D Beyond!
Ooh, an 18. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then we got 9 points of... What sort of damage is that?
With a rapier, it'll just be a D8, won't it?
Yes.
Because it's offhand.
Oh, so just 6 then on the actual die.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you stab in with this shadow blade, and then you just flick out with your offhand. And she turns her attention to you, and she's like, "What are you?" Oh, you don't hear, but you hear, Malice. What are you doing here, Reek? What would you like to do next?
There are more snakes.
Snake people.
Do we feel like leaving the snake people is a bad choice? Just like leaving and going wherever we were going?
You could. Flicker seems to have thought that.
I don't want to just leave these lot because, you know, then who will die? I'm gonna... Do you know what? I'm just gonna...
Don't worry, I'll still make it you, don't you worry.
I'm gonna channel Divinity, which takes my action.
Yes.
And I'm gonna use Watcher's Will. So, I choose my party that I can see within 30 feet of me. For 1 minute, we all have advantage on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws.
Very useful. Very useful. How does that manifest itself?
I'm just like, I'm watching them all really closely, and if I'm like, you're gonna... I'm just like, be like, no. Not this time.
None of that. Hey, oi, none of that. Beautiful. Any bonus actions?
I don't think I have anything useful as a bonus action. I'm just gonna...
I'm watching you, Malice. Always watching.
Is there anyone in direct melee with me?
Yeah, definitely. There's the two snake cobra head boys.
Right, in which case I'll just stay where I am.
One of them's reaching down, presumably, for a scimitar.
It's a scimitar.
It can start all sorts of things in those towels.
I could whip off that towel and the scimitar would fall to the floor.
Or would it? Or would it, Emma?
Kick it away.
Do you want to find out?
No, I don't.
It wasn't there. It was up my butt. Malice.
Okay. So we've got two in towels in front of us. We got a snake lady somewhere else.
Yes.
By
Next
Jamie.
snake lady.
Oh, by Jamie.
Mm.
I will. I honestly just want to ask them politely to go away so we can see what's in that bloody room.
Could you please piss off?
Ignore the fact that we've just killed this person in cold blood. These could just be accountants for all we know. Then maybe they're worth murdering. Okay, I'm gonna...
They're accountants, they're worth murdering. Amazing.
Okay, I guess we're in it now. I will go and defend Jamie and make a slash.
You would have to run through the other three yuan-ti to get to Jamie.
In that case, can I kind of attack the ones that are nearby, but trying to push them back to the door?
Push them, so your back's to the door?
No, push them the other way.
Away from the door. Okay. Yeah, I feel like your presence being there will naturally do that, unless you want to make like a shove attack and just push them over. Like push them 10 feet.
Well, that sounds like it could be good. Just push them out of the way so we can make a run for it. Sorry, I hit my mic. I got too into my shell.
I don't think they're between us and the door. Like, the door is behind us, and they're... Like, if we have our backs to the door, they're in front of us.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're pushing them away from the door.
Out the situation, which seems just a very odd one.
What? UNT in a bathhouse?
I don't want to know what's going on beneath those towels. Okay, I'm just going to attack them. I'm just going to go with it. This is what we're doing now.
Killing some snake people.
Yeah. Much like this campaign, we're too far in to do something else now. Okay, I get to make 2 attacks, and that is a 22 and another 22.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to hit the one that Vega's pounding into, or the other one?
The other one. Like, Vega looks like he's got something to work out, so I'm gonna leave them to it.
Accurate as fuck.
Hey, Shenanigans. 11, 12, 13, 14. That is 33 slashing damage, please.
33 slashy. Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Additionally,
yes.
Yeah, that's within 30 feet. The one that's by Jamie. That was a nat 20.
Ooh.
I rolled a nat 20 to psionic strike them. which means they take a D8 plus 2 of force damage, I think, or psychic damage. I can't see. I can't read. Why did I pick this? It's got so many words.
Is that a card, Niall?
Was a natural 20?
Yeah.
So yes. Thank you, Emma. I thought it was a day 20. Setback. Magic. Spellstorm. Double damage.
Double damage.
Sweet. So it's just a regular crit.
See what I get. Ooh, okay. 8, 16, 17, 18. So that is 20 force damage on that one.
Nice. So between all these strikes and then your psionic energy booting this thing in the head, how does that happen?
The psionic thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing the stuff with the axe, and then my hand kind of goes out, and you see purple ripples just go through the air, similar to if it was water, and they just kind of go bong around the target.
Beautiful. Yeah, she reels back in agony. Dog. What would you like the dog? Have you used your bonus action?
I have not, actually.
So, God, what would you like the dog to do?
Ooh. I would like the dog to... So there's still one that has not been engaged, right?
Yeah. He was the one that made
the...
Okay, cool. Same thing as last time. Right. Okay, so...
Sorry, it wasn't a crit, but it was a 19.
God damn it. Right, so that's a D6 plus 1 damage.
Okay.
He has to... Fuck's sake, he's knocked prone again.
And that was 7 damage on the dog attack.
Max
I'm
damage
rolling well
dog.
today.
Oh god. Yeah, the dog leaps over and attacks this yuan-ti. He's like, fuck! God, he's knocked prone on the floor. Lord. Okay, dog over. Now, it is the one that Vega attacks turn. It is going to... Ooh, that's interesting. No, I think he's just going to attack you. I think he's just going to try to kill you. He reaches into... Oh, wait, no, he already had his scimitar out. He's going to bite at you, Vega, for 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And then he's going to... Oh, that's cocked. I think that's going to miss, though. Yeah. Your AC is 18, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the scimitar misses, but the bite, this cobra head hisses out and then stabs into you, dealing 5 points of piercing damage.
Which I'm resistant to
half.
at the moment.
Yes, so that's only 2. And then you take... bloody 11 points of poison damage, and then their eyes flash with this green energy, and you take a further 1, 2, 3 a further 11 points of psychic damage. And in your head you hear, you will fall like your mother before you.
That's not very nice.
Getting the impression these snakes don't like us very much.
Who said it was the snake's voice?
No, they
Anyway.
really liked me. They asked me to join them.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, one of us. Sweet. It is now the one in combat with Reek. Oh no, the one that Vega attacked didn't have its scimitar out. It reaches down into the towel, pulled out a scimitar, and unfortunately gets sort of like slightly caught on the towel, so only managed to bite you. Wow, that was shit. So the second bite misses you, Reek. And I'm guessing a 16 will miss as well for the scimitar. They just start biting and swinging wildly at you. You manage to duck and weave your way out of this. Now, the one on the floor, prone, is going to... Interesting. As it fell to the floor, could you make a dexterity saving throw for the Mastiff, please?
Can. What is the Mastiff's dex?
+2.
Okay, that's 16.
Sweet. So it's only half damage, I believe.
How big is it? Did it fall on the dog?
No. It's Hellish Rebuke.
Ah, okay.
Bruno, no!
Shit. Okay, this might kill the dog.
You monster.
I'm the real monster. You made me do it. You all made me do it. Did it. It's half damage. The dog has 5 hit points. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The dog just poofs out of this plane of existence and goes back to where you summoned it from.
The snake armed dude screams words in Draconic. Mal, you recognize them as burn hell space, and I'll see you in the 9th level of hell. And you swear for a second you hear the dog say, I'll see you there. As it explodes in a fiery explosion.
This jacket really does know how to raise these animals.
Well, so far there was one that seemed to not really like existence. So that was a reaction. They will stand up, and I think... Okay, sweet. They're going to cast a spell on themselves, and a green energy illuminates through all their scaliness. And they're going to lash out with their snake arms at...
I think I'm going to counter spell.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess they just lash out then. Okay, yeah, it's still a...
I'm in no mode. Like, no.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to figure out, like... Because technically its action is, to cast the spell, but it needs to make a melee spell attack. So I'm just going to forego that for a melee weapon attack, because that's what would happen. So it's not going to hit you.
Does it not just lose the whole thing because the spell doesn't happen?
I mean, it's lost its spells. Like, it's got no more spells now. It's out. But I feel like it's the only thing that makes sense, because if it had arms that weren't the snakes, I would be like, oh yeah, definitely it would. Do you know what I mean? It'd just slap you across the head and be like, oh, this didn't work, kind of thing. But it's got snake arms. So Malice, I'm guessing a 16 won't hit you. You feel these snakes sort of like gently be thwacked against the back of your head as you turn, and this yuan-ti looks at its own snake hands like, huh, oh, weird.
It is weird. You're right.
Toad.
Oh,
I'm saying Toad because I've not written down Elder Green. I've written a T for Toad.
Toad is fine. Cool. I'm going to deliberately run past as many as I can in hope that we get a lot of opportunity attacks from as many as possible. But first, I'm going to try and bite one.
Okay.
So whichever's closest to me, I'm going to try and bite.
Okay. So the first one you try to bite is one of either the one that Reek's fighting or the one that Vega's fighting.
Again, Vega is in his own little element, so I'm going to go for the one that Reek is fighting.
Cool.
That would be a 19 plus a number.
That'll hit. That'll definitely hit.
Got you. Cool. So it's going to take some damage, 1d10 plus 2 piercing plus some more.
Ooh.
So the damage for the piercing is 6 plus another d10. Plus 7 poison damage. I don't know if that affects them.
No.
I'm a toad. What do I know? But then, could it please make? Sorry,
you're a toad. You're a toad with the intelligence of Elder Green. You said wild shape. You didn't say polymorph.
That's true. It's now considered grappled because I have bitten it.
Sweet.
It's got an escape DC of 13 until the grapple end. Target's restrained, and I can't bite anybody else. But what I'll do with this yuan-ti in my mouth is run or sort of hop as far as I can, which is 20 foot, hoping to get opportunity attacks from everybody else. And I think Reek could probably get an opportunity attack from the one that I've just...
No, it will be force movement, but I've also used my reaction to counterspell.
Ah, okay.
You can, or I would say you can all make an opportunity attack against the yuan-ti.
Otherwise, I'm going to swallow it. So
within its mouth.
On my next go.
And all the yuan-ti will make an opportunity attack to save their friend.
It's an AC of 11 for Elder Toad.
Elder Toad. Elder Toad.
Elder Toad.
The chosen one. Okay, so and you're landing in front of the other one, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of like in
oh
the
no,
center.
20 foot.
Yeah, it's 20 foot jump.
Yeah, you'll be 10 foot away from the furthest one. So that is a hit with a slashing scimitar, which will deal... Oh, I think they're going to probably risk it for the biscuit and try and save their friend. So they'll use their last one. The one fighting Vega is going to slash its scimitar, dealing 4 points of slashing damage. And then how many psychic? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Terry, put it in reverse. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty. 20 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
But Elder Toad is still standing.
Of green blood coming out of the Elder Toad's nose. It's fine.
Oh no.
The second one that was fighting slapping Malice is going to strike out with its little snake arms. 18 to hit you.
Yep.
And that is a D4, 7 points of piercing damage. Then, are you resistant to poison damage?
Nope.
Okay, so that is another 9 points of poison damage.
I'm now Elder Green with this guy in my arm.
As you're changing through, you feel venom being pumped through your system. As you take a further... Oh, 8 points of poison damage.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to be stood here. I guess I'm still grappling this guy. I'm cuddling him. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like you're just holding on to each other now. Like you're both just embracing one another. Would you guys like to make opportunity attacks against the yuan-ti?
Yeah.
You might be holding a corpse.
That's fine.
Sure.
So it's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Ow. That's only 5 damage.
Every little bit helps, you know?
Better than me, I just rolled a nat 1.
Hey!
My luck had to run out eventually.
It was coming for you. Right, critical fail during combat. Disgraceful. What kind of weapon? It's a melee weapon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quit the riposte, which I assume is a fencing term. Make a DC 18 strength or dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. 25.
Sweet. You swing a little too hard, but manage to keep yourself out of harm's way as you notice the axe swinging dangerously close to your foot.
At least I still have all my toes for now.
It's alright, they'll
Even
probably be
though they'll become
snakes. Yeah.
Imagine I just take off the boot and instead of toes, they're just snakes.
Just little stubby ones.
Yeah.
Snake heads. God, that's hideous. Right. Whose turn is it anyway?
Still going to use my bonus action, Niall, if that's all right.
It is, because it's still your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to use Healing Word on Vega, who I believe is taking quite a bit of damage. That's going to be at 4th level.
Thank you very much.
Just keep on at it, our Vega. You'll be fine. 12 points of health to you. And that's
He just kind of roars back, but
Yeah.
very angry at the moment.
I'll be a bit confused about whether or not you wanted that or not. So I'll be like, okay. I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
What's your passive insight?
Pretty bad. 14.
Okay, so the roar is I'm really pissed off, but that's helpful.
Okay.
Beautiful. That puts us to Snake Lady. She is going to attack Jamie.
What? No.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Will a 18 hit you?
So what's my current? I will shield.
Okay. So what's your AC?
20.
Okay. So let me just get a card because I rolled a natural 20 on my first attack. Oof. And it is... Oh, shit! That's fucking ruthless.
Just
Oh, good.
no, thank
This
you.
is Setback, and it's called Winded. The snake's tail crunches around you immediately. Do you want to make a strength or dexterity saving throw? Oh no, sorry.
How far is
until?
How far is your aura?
10 feet. I don't know whether it's still in
That's on your turn anyway.
Oh, cool.
That's on your turn.
I do this.
You are technically grappled now, very similar to the toad. So you take, oh gosh, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then you feel like tiny little, like the scales almost dig into your skin as you take a further. Bloody hell. 19 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. That hurts.
You also suffer a level of exhaustion as the wind is pushed out of you.
Ooh, nasty.
That was the card. 1 level of exhaustion. Sweet. And then it reaches out with its scimitar in your grappled state. Oh wait, you're technically restrained, so it might have advantage.
Yes, I believe.
Shit. But a 19 will miss.
19 will miss.
As you cast shield and this scimitar bounces off of it. Bloody hell, Harry. That's a hefty hit. Okay, Vega, it's your turn.
I'm glad I took the toughy.
So, in front of me, there's the one that I've been fighting. And who's sort of around me and next to me?
There is the one that you're fighting. Elder Toad took away the one next to Reek. There is one slapping the back head of Malice. And then there is the one Jamie is in combat with.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the one that's in front of me. Where's the thing gone? I am going to use Water Whip. So I use 2 key points. And they need to make a dex saving throw.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh. I think that might pass. Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, on a pass, there's just like nothing happens. Annoyingly.
Fair enough. Any other things you'd like to do?
Then I'm going to spend another key point and disengage from the one that I'm in combat with.
Okay. Okay. And where are you going to move?
I guess I just want to be out of range of things. Is there any form of cover in the room at all?
I'd say like there's like little jutting out posts of like nice weaved, like they almost have like those little shader weave things in steam rooms. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess I want to try and get behind some sort of cover. A bit.
Yeah, you can totally do that. So you split off from the group. Excellent. So Vega, you backflip and twist your way out of this situation.
I think, well, because it's the water whip as well, there's literally like water comes out and whips around, and I do it like a sort of baseball bat thing, and I'm trying to get this thing across the side of the head and push it away from me, and it just splashes water across its face.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah. At which point I backflip away and
no, backflip away.
Oh, that didn't work. Bye. Tumble.
Excellent. Yeah, and as you do so, you take cover and you peek around, looking at this madness. Flicker gone in the wind, and you turn to Flicker. Oh, gone in the wind. Sorry. And you turn to look down. And you see a pump room. And in this pump room is different kind of water. Very like crystal clear, crisp, and almost glowing with a certain hum. There are little flowers growing around each of the pumps. Like it can't even stop. Life is just growing through there. Little pink flowers and blue petals for certain different kinds. And Flicker sort of looks at you, making eye contact, and is like looking at all the combat, terrified. And that is where we'll end today's session. Thank you very much for joining us for this chaos, pure, unadulterated chaos. If you did enjoy tonight, thank you very much. And we play every Monday at 6 p.m. GMT BST. I think currently on Tuesday is Vicious Cycle.
Viscous.
A viscous cycle, sorry. A viscous cycle at 6 p.m. GMT at BST and 10 a.m. PT PST. You can also join us on Friday for Talk Together at 6 p.m. GMT and 10 a.m. PT PST. It's our chat show where we interview our players, DMs, and other TTRPG industry voices. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/roll together RPG, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/roll together RPG. There's also podcast versions of all our shows available everywhere, so search for Roll Together RPG on all those podcasting websites. Massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. There'll be a link in chat now, so do join them. Every penny helps to make the content that we do, and a big thanks again to our supporters. But don't forget, we're all over social media as Roll Together RPG. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next episode.
Bye.